they had no connection to one another, but did she know who she was going toward, or do you think she was just hitting who she saw?
Yeah, at this point, we have no indication that she was selecting individuals to fire at. So whether that means she was firing randomly or not, we still have to work through that. But there's absolutely no link or relationship that we've identified between our suspect and anybody who was at the scene at the time of the incident. It was a local gun range. I'm not going to give the name of the gun range at this time.
The suspect's brother said that when they talked to the police, they expressed some concern that she would be going to the beach. Was any information passed on to your department?
So we did not have any information that, and we're not familiar with what was passed on to any other agency. This was our first encounter and first awareness of this subject after we arrived on scene. We had no prior contacts or information regarding her. I'm not sure how it was received or relayed, so I can't answer that question right now.
What did ATF agents find in the Southern California hearing floor?
I'm sorry?
What did ATF agents find this morning? We heard that they already searched the hearing floor.
My understanding is that is in the process now. It has not been concluded. Those searches are in progress.
What security did she have? What security is in place at YouTube, and did she have to get past any security to get to this courtyard?
So we know the area of the campus where she entered. We're still determining what security measures she had to navigate through to get to where she was at, and we know the immediate area of how she got there. We're still working with the campus up there to determine how she may have defeated efforts to get on campus.
Is there security there? Have you worked with YouTube on security?
Yes, we've trained with YouTube regarding critical incidents. There is security on site. We just have to figure out where the area that she entered, what level of security existed at that point and at that time. And right now we're still working through that and don't have a specific answer.
When and where was the weapon purchased, and was it purchased legally?
She legally possessed and owned the weapon. I do not know where it was purchased.
How many shots were fired?
Multiple shots were fired. I don't have an exact number of rounds, but it was quite a few.
Do you know when it was purchased?
I do not know when she purchased the weapon, no.
Chief, can you explain again the gun range and what's the name of the
She was at the gun range early the morning of the incident, and we're not releasing the name of the gun range, just that it's local.
Chief, can you explain again the nature, if any, communication between the Mountain View Police and your department about the family warning that she might be coming for YouTube?
Yeah, it's hard for me to answer that question because I don't know what was relayed to the Mountain View Police Department. We did not have communication with them prior to this incident.
Are you going to be looking further into that?
Sure, absolutely. We're going to follow every lead that we receive.
Do any of those leads, is there any suggestion of terrorism involved in this?
Well, we know that she was upset with YouTube, and we've determined that right now that's the motivation that we've identified. Whether that rises to the level of terrorism, hopefully will be determined in the next couple weeks once we sift through all of the evidence that we have to sift through, which is quite a bit. There's evidence that we don't possess. We're still conducting searches, and we still have some forensic examinations to conduct, so we don't know that yet.
Could you describe the parking garage again? So can anyone access the parking garage, and then how can you get into YouTube from it?
There are pedestrian doors from the parking garage to open areas in YouTube. That's all I really know. I don't have a further description of that.
Chief, in this area there are a lot of open campuses for high-tech companies. Is that an issue for police that you've got to figure out it's a battle between security and openness?
Well, from a law enforcement perspective, we're always advocating for heightened security, and we always want to strengthen security measures, and we know we measure that with people having to operate a business. So I guess from a law enforcement perspective, which is probably a little biased, we're always looking for opportunities to harden targets or making environments as safe as possible for folks that work there. So I guess that would be our response, but we understand that has to be measured with other concerns and interests.
And do you have any more information on the victims, any age or gender?
I do not. I do not.
Concerning to you at all, considering what the family said they told the Mountain View Police that you were not contacted?
I don't have any solid information about what was received or relayed. So once we evaluate that information, we'll take a look at it. At this point, I don't have enough to really know what type of reaction I have because I just don't know what was received or relayed.
Chief, do you have any sense of how the YouTube employees reacted when did they confront her? Did they try to confront her? And was there any incident before she took her own life?
So my understanding is that the most of the employees were fleeing the scene. We're fleeing the scene, and the evacuation process was an orderly process. And I have to commend YouTube, the services that they offered to their employees following this incident. There was a large number of people, which is always a challenge for us to manage that number of people as far as providing services, from transportation to whatever kind of assistance is needed. They were able to help us out significantly with that, and that was a huge relief to us.
Were all the victims employees?
I don't know that. I don't know. They were all on the campus. I don't know whether they were employees or not.
Sir, how rare is it? Question for everybody. How rare is it for women to do an act like this? We rarely hear of women doing a mass shooting like this. How rare is it? Do we know?
I don't have numbers or statistics on that. No, I don't know.
How far did she make it inside the building? From that point of entry?
There's an open courtyard that she entered, and that's where the incident took place, inside of a courtyard within the campus.
Are you talking to her family?
We are as part of the investigation. Yeah, we're following up all leads.
Are they cooperating with you?
We're not prepared to release any of that information right now. That's happening as we speak, so that's an ongoing investigation.
So did she get into the building, or did she remain in the courtyard?
My understanding is that she remained in the courtyard area of the campus.
And where was she found?
I don't have any information to suggest that. I'll take one more.
Garage only accessible for company employees?
I don't know that. We'd have to confirm that with YouTube. Those are some things we have to follow up on. So,
Chief, do you describe why she would turn the gun on herself? Did she say anything? Was there a confrontation of any sort?
not that we're aware of at this point.
You mentioned that you had done critical incident training. Was that active shooting?
Yeah. Yes. Other than what we described as far as going to the gun range and being contacted in Santa Clara County, I don't have any other information.
And was the gun range Jackson Arms?
We're not going to release the name of the gun range right now.
Had she been staying in local hotels or in her car?
My understanding is I believe she was staying in her car, but she may have stayed at a hotel as well. So I'll take one more and then we're going to wrap it up.
Video surveillance tape?
We are reviewing video from the campus. All right. So thank you very much. When we have more, we'll give it to you. But I just want to emphasize that we're at the point where we've produced a lot of information in a short period of time, and we anticipate that what we're doing now is going to transition to kind of a slow, methodical process. So we don't have another press conference scheduled. When we do have information, which may not be today, it may be a few days from now, we will put that out and let you know. But I wouldn't anticipate additional information right now. We're sifting through a lot of information. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.